Thank you, Kirsty. What is beautiful is that we can watch this over and again. And I know we didn't see the last part because we had a break in our communication there. But we just want to thank you for that beautiful, beautiful opportunity to watch. I could just feel those stretches, and I look forward to watching it again. We now go on to our next speaker, who is Todd Allen. This is a bundle of exceptional energy and passion for dance. He has an exceptional track record in mindful movement, and he uses his movement as an art to change lives. Engagement is essential for your mind and soul, for perfect mindfulness in your movement, and you need to be present and focused. He comes from Salt Lake City and started dancing at the age of 3. Has been a dancer, teacher, instructor, director, personal trainer, has just completed 200 yoga certification hours, and is a mindful movement instructor in New York. And yes, he's spoken for everybody, lives with his partner and his 2 dogs, and has a serious sneaker addiction. Loves to read. And if any of you have got anything really great in the recipe line that is vegan and gluten-free, please send it to him. Thank you. Let's see what Todd has got for us with his passion and his energy.
Hi everybody, happy Global Wellness Day. My name is Todd Allen. I am the Fitness and Wellness Director at LIVunLtd. LIVunLtd is a New York City-based residential amenities management luxury concierge company, and I oversee everything related to fitness, wellness, spa services, and aquatics for the company. And I am so grateful and so honored to be a part of this amazing international celebration today of Global Wellness Day. I have been involved with it for the past couple of years, and I'm super, super excited to bring a little mindful movement to you today. So I would ask that you participate if you would like. If you'd like to follow along, go grab a mat, that's all you're gonna need. And I just wanna talk a little bit about movement and mindfulness and how it's kind of been a huge part of my life. So my background is dance. I was a modern dancer, have danced for many different internationally renowned dance companies, and I began dancing at age 3. My mom put me in creative dance classes to help me overcome like severe shyness. I was incredibly timid, I wouldn't talk, I was looking down all the time, and dance somehow happened to be the thing, movement and dance happened to be the thing that really brought me out of my shell, made me feel confident, made me feel present, and made me feel like I could live again. So movement is, for me, is where I feel the most myself, where I feel the most present, where I feel the most in my body, where my mind and body feel the most connected, where my heart and soul feel the most alive. And I just want to talk a little bit about how to create that connection in your body today and take you through some really simple exercises, a simple flow that you can do in its entirety, or you can take pieces out and do them like as you need in like 3 minutes here, 5 minutes there, if you're feeling stressed out when you're at home during this crazy global time. Like I said, mindful movement for me is connecting my mind, my soul, and my physical body together. Yeah, it doesn't have to be something slow. I feel like we get a little confused and wrapped up in the idea that mindful movement is very slow motion. It can be, but mindful movement is about engaging your body, feeling where you're stable, feeling where you're loose, getting comfortable with all of the parts where you feel healthy, where you feel stuck, and understanding all that about your body as you move. So we'll talk through some of that as we go today. So go grab a mat if you haven't grabbed one. If hopefully you're in comfortable clothes, we're gonna stretch, we're gonna engage our core, our glutes, a bunch of different types of things, and talk just a little bit as well. So to get started, I wanna talk about like stabilization muscles. For me, it's really important to have a stable base before you can move, before you can strengthen, and before you can move on top of it. So the first couple of exercises I would like to take us through have to do with your core muscles, the muscles that really stabilize deep inside your body. And to talk about that, I want to discuss your abdominal muscles. So, we all know our rectus abdominis. There's 4 layers, essentially, of abdominal muscles. Your rectus abdominis, where you have your pack, whatever it happens to be, is the furthest out, and it runs from your sternum to your pubic bone. Then you have your external obliques and internal obliques, which crisscross up and down the sides of your body. And then underneath all of those muscles, the 4th deepest layer is called your transverse abdominals. It runs around your entire torso like a corset. It is the strongest muscle in your abdominal group of muscles. And I want to just kind of lay down, breathe, and start to find and activate our transverse abdominals to start. So let me put on a little timer so I can keep track of the time. And let's sit down on your mat and lay all the way flat on your back. Place your feet flat on the ground. And it's really sunny, so if I have to block my eyes, I felt like doing this outside would be really nice. So just lay flat on your back. You can turn your heels wider than your big toes and turn your toes together and let your inner thighs fall together. So you're in a nice constructive rest position. Feel the back of your head relax into the floor. Your occipital bone really just relaxing down. Feel your scapula relax into the ground. Open up the space between your clavicle and the front of your shoulder. Feel your tailbone melt into the floor. Your inner thighs just falling together and resting together. And feel your feet on the ground. And just breathe. Wherever you naturally breathe, whether it's your chest, your rib cage, your belly, just breathe in and out through your nose at whatever pace you go normally, whatever breath feels comfortable. Start to notice, be mindful of where your body is expanding and deflating, where your body is rising and falling. Are you breathing in your chest and ribs? Are your ribs expanding? Or are you breathing down into your belly, so your belly button is lifting and lowering as you inhale and exhale? I would ask that you really concentrate on bringing your breath out of your ribs, down into your waist. So you feel your belly, your sides, and your lower back expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, it all moves back toward the center line of your body. Inhale, feel your belly, your sides, and your lower back expand. And exhale, feel everything move back to the center line of your body. Really concentrate on breathing into your back body, into your lower back. Fill up your lower back with air and breathe out. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out, and really pull your belly button toward the floor as you exhale. One more breath in. And this time, force all of the air out and hold your belly button in. Now lock that down and continue to breathe into your ribs. Release your knees apart and parallel your feet on the floor and keep your abdominals pulled in. Continue to breathe, and there you have already engaged your transverse abdominals. Yeah? Keep your belly pulled in, breathe into your ribs. Now bring your hands behind your head and lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Pull your belly button in and lift your legs to a tabletop position. Your shin bones should be parallel to the floor. Yeah? Do you need to bring your hands under your pelvis for a little stability? Pull your belly button in, continue to breathe. You should really be feeling the corset of muscles around your abdominals, your transverse abdominals. Let your head relax back into your hands and stretch your right leg long. Pull your left knee into your chest and bring your nose to your knee and hold. Just hold. Do you feel the left side of your waist? Yes? And come back to neutral. Let your head relax. Let your elbows fall wide. Open up your collarbones. Lift your head back up. Pull your belly button in. Stretch your left leg and pull your right thigh toward your chest. Lift your nose to your knee. You should feel the right side of your waist from back to front. And come back to neutral. Let your head relax. Let your elbows fall open. Open up your collarbones. Let's do that one more time each side. Curl up. Pull your belly button in. Stretch your right leg. Pull your left knee into your chest. If you need to add a little extra help, you can. You can reach your hands out and just hold. Pull your belly button in and come back to neutral and relax. One more time, lift your head. Stretch your left leg long. Hover your left heel off the ground. Pull your right thigh tighter into your nose. Lift your nose to your knee, hold. Pull your belly button in. You should really feel your abs about now. Bring your legs back to neutral and bring them down to the floor. Relax. Bring your hands back behind your head. Lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Pull your belly button in. Zip up your front bottom ribs and just breathe. So pull your belly button to the ground, into the floor as hard as you can. Widen your elbows. Again, make space between your collarbones. Just hold in this abdominal activation. Where are you feeling tension? Do you feel tension in the front of your neck, in your shoulders, in your hip flexors? Wherever you're feeling tension, breathe and find a way to relax that tension. You might not relax it all the way, but just ease up just a little bit. Now lift your legs back to tabletop and hold. Stretch both legs long and hold. And bend both knees back in and hold. One more of those. Stretch out and hold. And come back in and place your feet on the ground and just relax. Do you feel, your abdominals activated, your core, rectus, internal, external obliques, and transverse abdominals active, nice and stable? Let's lay down. Let's move to the backside of our stability muscles, our glutes, hamstrings. So lay on your back, place your feet flat on the ground, and just curl your tailbone slowly up off the mat. And just hold. So press both heels into the floor. Scoop your tailbone toward the backs of your knees. Pull your belly button in. Keep your transverse abdominals engaged. And zip up your front bottom ribs and just hold. And release back down. Now again, start. Tip your sacrum and coccyx off the floor. Lift up so your 5 lumbar spine. Lift off the ground. Press your feet into the floor. Feel your gluteals activate and release back down. Let's do that one more time. Curl up. Press your feet into the ground. This time lift a little higher so you're getting into your thoracic spine. And let your shoulder blades relax. You can turn your palms up. And let's just take a little push 1 inch and lower 1 inch. Push up 1 inch and lower 1 inch. Push up 1 inch and lower 1 inch. So you're really starting to activate all the way through the backs of your legs, up your calf, through the back of your knee, into your hamstring gluteal connection, up 1 inch, down 1 inch, and hold. Now heel toe your feet together and zip up your inner thighs. Feel the difference with your thighs engaged, Now stretch your left leg into the air, squeeze your inner thighs together and just hold here. Keep your left hip lifted. Be mindful, where are you feeling the stability? Is it in your outer right glute, your gluteus maximus on your right side? And hold, push your hips a little higher, bring your left foot down. Extend your right leg into the air, push your left foot down, lift your right hip, squeeze your inner thighs together, and start to feel the place where you feel stable. Is it your outer left glute, your gluteus medius on your left side, your gluteus maximus, your hamstring? Push your hips 1 inch higher and put your foot back down. Lower your pelvis, extend your legs and flex your feet. So drive your heels into the ground, curl your pelvis up again. So we're really starting to activate the back of the body, From your heels all the way up into your spinal extensors. And just hold here. Push 1 inch up and 1 inch down. That's it. 1 inch up, 1 inch down, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. This is great. Up, up, and down. Getting everything stabilized we need before we start to move our spine and our limbs up and down. Take it up 1 inch and down 1 inch. This time just hold. Drive your heels into the floor. Squeeze your gluteals, scoop your pelvis under, zip up your front bottom ribs and pull your belly button in. Let your collarbones fall open and breathe. Now, Engage your transverse abdominals and just hold this. 4, 3, 2, and come down. Pull your knees into your chest. Lift your nose to your knee and take a little rock back and forth. And work your way up to standing. So that we should feel pretty solid with our core, our stability down the front and back of our body. So let's move into a little more kind of mobility. I feel, for me, my spine I try to move my spine in a really mindful way multiple times throughout the day. It's the place where I hold the most tension, where I get the most stuck, and being conscious of what's happening with my spine from the crown of my head all the way down to my tailbone, and moving it in one of the 7 directions it can move really helps me focus, get to know my body, and it's like the center of the nervous system. It goes from the brain all the way down. It's what kind of controls all of the nerves of all of the sensations, the physical sensations we're having in our body. So keeping your spine supple and active, for me, is super important. So let's just go through the 7 basic movements of the spine. The first, just everyone just stand on both feet, have soft knees, feel your feet on the ground, waterfall your shoulders down and back, and just float the top of your head straight up. That is the axial plane, straight up and down. Yeah, that's almost the hardest one sometimes, finding that tall neutral spine without any excess tension. So lift your arms over your head. Now drop your shoulders away from your ears. Reach your fingertips up, let your shoulders rise up, touch your earlobes, and exhale and drop your shoulders down from your ears. Let's increase the axial stretch. Reach straight up. Make your neck disappear. Stretch your knees and release. One more time. One more axial stretch. Reach up, straight up, and release it down. And from here, let's move into spinal flexion. So bring your arms out to the side. I'm going to turn so you can see, and just bend your spine forward, curve your spine forward, bend your knees, and inhale back up, straight up, axial flexion. It's not flexion, axial stretch, and straight down, flex your spine, curve forward, and inhale up. Let's change to spinal extension. Press your palms down. Interlace your fingers behind you. Press your palms together and reach your knuckles toward your heels. Roll your biceps open and take a little heart opening, a little spinal extension. So spinal flexion directly into a little spinal extension. Spinal flexion, forward, and spinal extension. Start to notice which one is less comfortable. Where are you holding tension? Where does your spine get stuck? Where do you feel mobile? And come back to neutral. Float your arms out to the side. Spinal rotation to the right. I'm going to face you guys again. So just leave your arms where they are and rotate your ribs to the right. Keep both hips pointed straight forward and come back to the center. Now do the same thing to the left. Keep your arms straight to the side. Slowly rotate your spine to the left. Keep both hips pointed forward and come back to neutral. Did you notice a difference on each side? Yeah? Does one side twist farther? And breathe. And inhale back center. Exhale and twist. And inhale back to the center. And exhale here. Let's reverse that breath. Inhale and twist. Exhale and come back to the center. Really keep your lower half stable and inhale and twist. Rotate to the left. And exhale and center. And bring your palms down to rest. Axial stretch, straight up with your head. One long line from your heels out through the crown of your head. Let's take lateral flexion to the right. So reach your arms out, soften your knees. Reach your arms right over your head. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and let your right hand reach down to the side. Let your right ear fall to the floor. Let your head relax. Lateral flexion to the right. Reach your right fingertips back up, back to axial stretch. Lower your left elbow. Let your ear fall to the left. Top of your head points to the left. And just fall to the side, lateral flexion to the left. And reach your left fingertips back up. And reach up with your shoulders and drop. Let's do that one more time, just to get a little spinal action happening. Reach to the right. Breathe in. Exhale and deepen the lateral flexion. And reach your fingertips back up. Let your left hand fall, drape it down. Let your left ear fall to the left. Top of your head points to the left. Lateral spinal flexion to the left. Reach your left fingertips back up. And come down and kind of just shake out for a second. This is very good, yeah? Do you feel like things are starting to move? Let's put this into a little practice, like a really slow kind of yoga flow, just to kind of see how those 7 ways of moving the spine apply into movement on a daily basis, or when you're exercising, or when you are active. So stand in mountain pose, Tadasana. Put your big toes together, plant your heels about 1 inch apart, roll your shoulder blades back, roll your palms open, feel all 4 points of your foot, the big toe mound, pinky mound, and the outer edges of your heel on the inside and outside of your foot relaxed on the floor. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, bend your knees and swan dive forward. Leave your knees bent, bring your hands to your shin bones. Inhale to a flat back, axial extension. Plant your palms and step back, left and right, and just hold in a high plank. Again, axial extension. Lower your knees. Lower your chest and your chin. Yeah. Now, uncurl your toes, roll your shoulder blades back, pull the heels of your hands towards your hips, and lift up to a baby cobra. Spinal extension. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and come into an easy downward facing dog. Soften your knees. Flare your sits bones up. Yeah. Push your shoulders away from your ears and roll your biceps out away from your neck. Just roll through spinal flexion into a high plank. High on your toes, activate your legs, pull your belly button in. What are you feeling? Where are you feeling this? Where is this easy? Where is this active? Lift your hips back up, downward facing dog. Now roll forward into a high plank and hold. Lengthen out through the top of your head. Lift your pelvis, 1 more downward facing dog, and roll out into a high plank. Step your left foot between your hands. Put your right knee on the floor. Release your right foot. Place your hands on your left thigh and push your right hip forward. Roll your left inner thigh open and pull your left hip back. Reach your arms straight up and take a little arch, a little spinal extension here, and come back down. Lift your arms back up. Find axial extension, straight up and down. Now, without moving anything other than your waist, twist to the left. Release your hands to the side. Breathe in, elongate, exhale, and deepen the twist in your waist. Inhale, bring your hands back over your head, plant them on the ground, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, open your left side, spinal rotation to the left. Breathe. Again, pull your left hip back, open up the left side of your ribs and push your shoulders away from your ears. Now bring your left forearm to your left thigh, ground the outer edge of your right foot, and let's rise up into an extended side angle. Drop your shoulders away from your ears, press the outer edge of your right foot into the mat, yeah, and roll the left side of your rib cage open. Take a look at your bicep. and breathe. Roll your left inner thigh open. Find ease and elegance. Think about where you are tense. Now press back into a warrior two. Again, roll your left inner thigh open. Drive the outer edge of your right foot down into the mat. Flip your left palm. Reverse warrior. And then cartwheel your hands back down to the lunge. Step your left foot back and come into a downward facing dog. Lift your pelvis. Now curl your back. Roll into a high plank. Feel your hands relax on the ground. Lift your pelvis. Push back. Downward facing dog. Roll into a high plank. Again, lift your pelvis. Roll into a high plank. There's my assistant joining us. Now bring your right foot between your hands. Lower your left knee, uncurl your left toes. Bring your right hand and left hand to your right thigh. Drive your pelvis down and forward. Pull your right gluteal back and roll your left hip forward. Lift your arms over your head. Take a tiny little arch here, a little spinal extension, and come back to neutral. Find a long, tall, easy spine without moving anything but your rib cage. Rotate to the right. A little sweaty today. It's hot out here. Now release your hands open into that spinal rotation to the right. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and deepen the twist. Bring your hands back. Plant your palms on the floor. Lift your left knee, tuck your left toes. Plant your left hand on the ground and open your right side for a spinal twist. Low lunge twist. Pull your right hip back. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Be mindful of your breathing. Yeah. Inhale and lengthen your spine. Exhale and deepen your twist. Just breathe here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Relax your shoulders. Where is this hard? Where is this feeling loose and easy? Does this feel elegant or strained? Just be mindful of what's going on in your body. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Ground your outer left foot. Rise up into an extended side angle. Sorry about my back. Drop your shoulders. Roll your right rib cage under and over toward the pine tree over here behind me. Yeah. Roll your right inner thigh open. Take a look at your bicep and breathe. Drive the outer edge of your left foot into your mat. Let's rise and push into a warrior two. Focus directly over your finger. Feel strong. How does this pose make you feel? Flip your right hand. Reverse warrior, little arch back. And cartwheel your hands down and come to a high plank. Push into a downward facing dog and walk your hands back to your feet. Grab opposite elbow, soften your knees, and just sway back and forth. Plant your hands either on your thighs or on the ground. Bend both knees and slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, starting with your sacrum coccyx, moving to your 5 lumbar spine, into your 12 thoracic spine vertebrae, into your 5, 7 cervical vertebrae, till you're standing straight up. Let's take that one more time, starting with the top of your head. Chin comes to your chest. Slowly, sequentially roll down. Slow, slow. Soften your knees if you would like. And slowly roll up. Start with your tailbone and up through the lumbar spine, through the thoracic spine, through your neck, and standing straight up. Let's take one more roll down, roll down. sequential, soften your knees and just breathe easily. Is there a place in your spine that feels stuck or stiff, where you have less mobility? Mine is my lumbar spine. I have a lot of flexibility in my upper back, but my lower back is not super flexible. And let's just come and kick it out a little bit, shake it out. So the last kind of thing, just put this into practice, is to just kind of just do a little improvisational movement. We're going to talk a lot about circles. So just find a comfortable stance and just start circling your head however you would like. Yeah, just circle your head. Yeah, make a big circle one direction. Keep going the same direction. Relax your shoulders. Is there a spot where you feel like something tight? Yeah, where does something feel like it gets stuck? What emotions are coming up as you circle your head? You know, you could do it like smaller or a big circle, whatever you happen to do. It can be as slow or as quick as you want. And let's reverse, go the other way. What's happening with the circles? I'm gonna do small ones on this side. When I used to study Pilates with Kathy Grant, she used to tell us to stir the soup with the top of our head to relax our neck. Yeah? So I'm just gonna stir my soup and release down and move it into one of your shoulders, that circle. Just circle forward and back. It can be small or big. Yeah, is something open? Is something closed? Are you feeling tension in your neck? And switch to your other shoulder. Just a nice easy circle. Soft knees. You can pad your feet around. You don't have to stand still. You can make this a little mindful dance if you want. And then change it. Ooh, a nice breeze just came up. Both shoulders circling. Nice and easy circles. You can do one at a time. You can do both nice and slow. Whatever you happen to feel, you can reverse. And then put the circle into your elbows. I know that sounds silly. It's a different way to move your shoulder. They can be small. You can go big. Circle into your elbows. Start to incorporate more of your body and then move it into your wrists. Circle into your wrists. Yeah. Circle into your whole arm. Articulate your fingers. What does that feel like? Yes? Circling. Yes, as you go, circle. And bring your hands to your chest, ribs, and move the circle into your rib cage. Yeah. How is this different? Yeah, your shoulders are joints that are made to circumduct, make circles. How is this circle feeling different in your body? What does this bring up for you? Are you thinking like jazzercise from the 80s? But just circle and reverse. And then here's everyone's favorite. Move the circle into your hips. You can be small. Yeah. Circle one direction. You can circle the other direction. Whatever. It can be as big or as small as you would like. And circle. Are your hips tight? Does this feel silly to you? Yeah? Does it feel sensual to you? Does it make you uncomfortable? Yeah? You never know. And then move the circles into your knees. I know that's tricky. You could do one knee at a time, or the other knee at the front. Circle both knees. And let's move it into one ankle, to your right foot. Little circle. Nice. Find balance. I have a crunch in my right ankle. Wonder what that's about. Yes? Be mindful, switch to your left side and circle. Find easy circles in your left ankle. My left ankle is not as articulate as my right ankle. Yeah. Easy circles and stand and start to circle wherever you want in your body. You can actually turn if you want. Find the limits and edges of everything. And finally, come back to stand. Just stand with your feet on the ground. Bring your hands to your chest. Roll your shoulder blades down and back. And just soften your knees a little, close your eyes. Feel your shoulder blades waterfall down your back and float the top of your head up without creating any extra tension. Feel your heart beat. Feel your breath. Be mindful of where you're breathing. Are you back breathing in your chest? Is it shallow? Is it deep? Wherever you are, don't judge it. Just let it be. And just stand. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel your feet relaxed into the ground. And feel your hands on your heart. And just breathe easily here. And open your eyes. And let's come down to the mat. You can either choose to sit in a modified Virasana or in a cross-legged comfortable seat, wherever you feel like you can relax your hip flexors the most, where you can extend your spine the longest, and just bring your palms to rest on your thighs. Close your eyes. Float the top of your head straight up. And start to breathe into your belly like we did at the beginning of the practice. So you feel your front, your sides, and your lower back expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, it all deflates back toward the center line of your body. And inhale. And exhale. And as you're breathing, just take a scan of your body, starting at the top of your head. Move into your forehead. Are you holding tension between your eyebrows, in your eye sockets, in the jaw where it connects into your ear, down the sides of your neck, in your tongue? Keep focusing down your neck, into your shoulders, your shoulder blades. Open up the space between your clavicle and the front of your shoulder. Feel your rib cage relax. Feel your belly relax. Feel your hip flexors released and easy. Your quads, hamstrings, knee joints, ankle joints, heels and toes. Your elbows, wrists and fingers all relaxed. Continue to breathe into your lower back, sides and belly. Float the top of your head up, stack all 26 vertebrae, one on top of the next. And just breathe easily. While you are breathing, think about something you feel grateful for. Once that thought is in your mind, think about something you learned about your body today in this practice. Once that is in your mind, think about one way you feel especially healthy and well today. Once those three beautiful thoughts are cemented in your mind, bring your hands to heart center, let your right palm rest into your left palm, and just take one more big breath into your belly, sides, and lower back. Exhale, bow your head. Bring your thumbs to your third eye, and namaste, and we are done with the practice, with the movement practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. My goal for myself is to get to know my mind, body, and soul more and more each day through a physical practice, to feel more and more in my skin, to feel more beautiful, to feel comfortable, and to have a capable, healthy, well body through this mindful movement practice. I hope all of you enjoyed this practice and you feel more connected to your physicality, to your physical self. I, again, have so enjoyed sharing this time with you on Global Wellness Day. This is amazing. This live stream that's going international. I'm so, so grateful. Thank you so much for joining me. Reach out to me on Instagram at Todd H. Allen. or at LIVunLtd. You can reach me there as well. So if you have any questions or if you would like to be in touch, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so, so much. Thank you, Global Wellness Day. Have a wonderful Saturday, everybody. I will see you all very, very soon. Stay well, stay healthy, and sending you all the best, good vibes and love. See you later.